Oh my gosh, what a day. You've made it down to the final video. I'm going to try to keep this one short for you, but this is the one that puts it all together. So the idea is you now are ready to create your weekly posting schedule. So what you're going to do in this last part of the Boss Social Engagement tool is you're going to add in what's the next month that's coming up. So we're going to put in the month, and then we're going to draw on the content that you came up with in sections A and B. And so then we're going to write them in here. And then you can put in the days that you want to post these things. And what happens now is you now have a 4-week schedule of the content that you want to share. Let me zoom in and look at this a little bit bigger. So what we've got here is day one or week one, you could have some content. So maybe you're going to go back and you're going to pick something from the FAQ list, or you're going to pick something from the content calendar ideas that you had around holidays or things that are happening in your office. You just write all those in there, and then you select what day you want to post those. I would like to invite you to say on a weekly basis, or at least once a month, you're going to sit down and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to take 20 minutes and I'm going to plan for the month. And so you're going to do all the activities in this. You're going to look for the FAQs, and you're going to look for all the different content pieces you could share. And then you're going to fill out this sheet. And what happens is you now have a plan. And then the second part of it is, I would say you're going to decide how often you're going to post. So if you're going to post every day at 10 a.m. or every other day at 1 p.m., whatever that is, create a content or create a calendar reminder on your phone or on your computer that every day it says, bing, it's time to post. And so what happens is when that pops up, you can go look at this really quickly and you know what to post. The idea is not in the moment during the week to have to do much thinking. So you're going to be able to say, okay, I had that idea, I had that content piece, and that's what I'm going to post. So now you just focus on writing that post. Now, there is kind of a third activity, which is, especially in the FAQs, you're actually going to have to schedule time to write the articles or aggregate those articles. But what happens is you can actually kind of prepare all this stuff, so that way you do a little bit of research on that monthly level that says, okay, you know, I came up with, if we zoom back here, let's go back a few pages here. So this guy right here, so it might be that once a month when you sit down and you fill all this stuff out, and it might take you 30 minutes or an hour, but you're going to say, okay, now that we've got these ideas and we've ranked them, you're going to go out and you're going to decide which are the pieces of content that we're going to write, and then you're going to schedule time for you to create those. Or you're going to do a little bit of searching and you're going to find existing content out there that really aligns with that. So if you've got some community events, you're going to go out and do some searches and you're going to find that content, and then in a Word document or Excel or somewhere, maybe even just as bookmarks in your browser, but you're going to save those pieces of content so that way it's all ready to go. Now, you can get more sophisticated. There is a tool, the one I would probably recommend is called Hootsuite, Hootsuite. And what it does is it allows you to schedule your content in advance. And so you can do that. Facebook allows you to do that too on a business page. So you could create some of this content and then just have it scheduled to go out. But I like Hootsuite because you can actually create a piece of content. You can say, I want this to post on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter, wherever you want it to go. You set the date, and then you could take that time and get that ahead of time. I find that realistically, unless it's your full-time job to do social media marketing, we're busy, we don't have time for that. So sloppy sometimes works fine, which is just have a document, and I like Excel, but you could put the post, paste in the link for that, and you get that ready. So if that initial month is coming, that initial month planning activity is to come up with that stuff, completely fill out this entire Boss Social Engagement tool. And then when we're looking at this one, you've got all this stuff right here. You can just post in all the stuff. So now when the day-to-day occurrence comes, if every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you post, it's now Wednesday, it's 1 o'clock. And in that reminder, you've got a link to wherever you have your document, and you can look and say, oh, it's the second week, it's Wednesday, this is what I need to post. You grab that stuff, you create that post, and you can execute it pretty darn quick. The main thing is you are now planning ahead, you're thinking about it, it's aligned with what you want to do, and you're posting on a regular basis. And what happens though is in that moment that you need to post, your brain doesn't say, oh, I wonder what I should post today, and you find some random thing and just throw it out there. It's aligned with your long-term strategy and your goals. And that's what makes this really powerful. So you're sharing content on a regular basis that is aligned with the needs of your buyers and your clients, and it's promoting the motif around your online song, I guess was the metaphor we were using earlier. So that's this day. That's all the stuff you got to do there. Do it to the best you can in the Zoom calls or in the Facebook Lives, depending on which experience you're having. We will definitely work on this one together. So make sure you go to the Boss Social group to see when we're talking about this, and that way if you've got questions, we can make sure we answer those. But this is a powerful way as a producer to say, I'm only going to spend a little bit of time and I'm going to get this big return. The main thing is you are now in sharing content systematically with some methodology that's going to reach your people, and it's going to establish who you are over time. So when you do the first couple activities this week, right, you were finding your leads, you're finding your referrals, and you're kind of like throwing these fish in your pool. This is the fish food that you are now systematically feeding them, and over time they are going to say, wow, you are the most consistent, amazing person ever. And so when they have questions, they come to you and they bring their friends. That's our goal. Go after it. Good luck. And as always, talk to me in the group, talk to the other bosses in the group if there's anything we can do to make sure you are moving forward and you're not getting stuck. Have a great day.